2 days before the 8th of January, they start queuing to be enrolled, to make sure that they get placed in the school. Now, the discipline, I've seen changing classes, I've seen how happy the people are. Yeah, it's one of the wonders in the world. It made me feel so good. 4,500, and I would say, as black people, and they pay their school fees. And then you realize you're making a difference, and it may let you feel good about it. And one day I think you should go and do an interview at Curo. It's fantastic to watch that.
Absolutely. Well, we can do that. So Jannie, let's talk a little bit about real estate, because obviously a lot of our audience also invest in property, whether it's a house, or whether it's a farm, or whether it's an office block and that kind of stuff. What are your views? I know you've made most of your money through the JSE, Johannesburg, and buying different companies, buying and selling and that kind of stuff. So the question is twofold. One, what is your views on property in South Africa and in general?
We have to talk property because as the real estate answer. There's no doubt that property is the biggest investment grouping, or whatever you call it, in South Africa and the world. If you just look around you, it's property. So it is unbelievable big. This is from housing to flats to commercial properties, shopping centers. And we have tried, but we haven't been successful.
Right.
And maybe you realize then, after a while, that I should focus on financial things and not like property. But property is always a good investment. Right. And I think the biggest almost goal in your life is to get a house and get it financed and over time paid off. That you have a place where you can stay when you're old and out of action. So property, there's numerous opportunities. I can just see, because I talk to the people, how they're also moving into Africa, because Africa is a growth story. And then the property companies move there, and then the retailers are moving there. And I was surprised. They invited me to talk at the property conference in Durban last year.
The South African Shopping Council?
Yeah.
I was there as well.
Yes. I was so surprised, because usually if other businesses get together and there's a conference, there's 50 or 60 people. I think there were 1,000 or 2,000. It's unbelievable auditorium.
Yeah.
And I listen to the people. They have also their frustrations with town planners and government and the rules and the regulations. But apart from that, they're moving forward at a tremendous pace. Yes, we have seen the last couple of years a bit of a downturn in property. But over time, property is a fantastic investment, and I think one must be one of your goals in life to get yourself a investment in property, at least that you can live in more secure.
I know you like keeping it private, but in terms of your wealth, but is there a particular one that you have been successful? I know you've got a wine farm. So I know wine farm is...
On the wine farm, I lose a bit of money, and...
Is that your passion, wine farming? Is it one of them?
It's nice to live there.
Right.
It's more
a lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
What I can't say, but I like wine as well.
Yeah.
The drinking side of it, not the making side. But GT once told me that this famous French wine family said to him, yes, it's fantastic, but keep in mind the first 200 years is not so easy, because you have to build a brand and things. So I don't have 200 years, But Stellenbosch is well known for its wonderful farms. Is some beautiful farms and estates here, and as a matter of interest, 3 of the top 10 restaurants in South Africa is in Stellenbosch. So there's beautiful places, and it gives you also satisfaction. Stellenbosch, Franshoek is a beautiful area, lots of history.
Yeah. Okay, so we have to sum up all the investments if you want to give somebody a little bit of advice on success, particular on success. And I know you're not big on tips, because I've heard you say before tips are for waiters.
Yes.
But if you can give us some principles maybe, or some guidance to people out there who are building a business, who want to make it bigger, what kind of direction would you give them?
Well, I've started off by saying, if you know exactly what you want to do and you've taken the decision to start a business, whatever there is a bit of hard work involved. You must exactly know, especially on the finance side, the administration side. We call it corporate governance. It must be there. You must have all the necessary systems and controls in place, and then you would start thinking, what is important in your business? Is it, say, clients? Then you must get happy clients. You must give fantastic service. So at the end of the day, it's actually very simple. There's a guy who wrote a little book on 50 entrepreneurs, or 35 entrepreneurs in the George area. For me, it was interesting. It's not people that has built out listed companies. It's the normal person. And they tell their stories. Number one, how scared they were to take the risk to do something on their own. And then what they've learned through the years, like control over the cash flow. And then I realized a client is important. And each and every business differs. But and think about how you can do it better. You know, each and every, discuss it with people. If you sit just there on your own, you have to chat with people to build out your business. Now, you know, this is now the smaller business. Bigger businesses like Capita and Turo is now a different story. So, at the end of the day, well-educated, hard-working man or woman with a vision will be successful.
All right. Jannie, thank you very much. I really appreciate the opportunity. Maybe you just want to, just in summation, probably just give some words of, I know you've given some lots of good advice and that kind of stuff, just some words of inspiration out there to investors, people. Because what is the one thing, for example, that you still want to achieve? Because you are a giver, you are certainly somebody that wants to make a difference some way. Do you think that's also something that somebody should consider?
I think what you asked me more than one question, but number one,
yes,
I think you have to give something back in life as well. That was actually your last question.
Yes.
Yes, it gives you satisfaction, and you have to do that, because then you will be a happy man. And advice, I would say, read enough that you are streetwise and that you realize this person trying to sell something to me, it's a fake. I'm talking now of ShareMax and Fidentia and Herman Pretorius and people like that. I can see them at a distance. So, and I always tell people, read, because a person who's just sitting behind the computer day and night and never interact with people would never have that gut feel about people. So you have to be a total person. Yeah, you must sometimes wear the yellow jersey. That means you must be the latest at party, because then you learn about people as well.
Yeah.
And how difficult you think it are. Artwork is also important.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jannie, thank you very
Thank
much
you
for the
very much.
opportunity. I think there's a lot of wisdom there, and thank you. And I think there's a lot out there for our readers and for entrepreneurs.
Thank you. It's an honor to talk
Yeah.
to real estate
Thank you.
investor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.